Tracks in my backyard.
Good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Texas Motor Speedway as your Racers Elite Tuesday Night Truck Series are having their, what we would call just a little bit of a layover between seasons here as these drivers are getting ready to battle around this 1.5 mile super speedway. But this isn't the new version of Texas. We are going back in time to the bumpity bumps of Texas. And let me tell you what, we are in for an absolute treat here, ladies and gentlemen. And this upcoming season, I will have a new partner in crime up here in the booth to help call the shots here on Tuesday night. Is going to be the one, the only Emmett Crow, as he will join me up here in the booth as I fired Andrew Tuff last week after the Tuesday night race. I told him, get the heck out of here, go back down on track, and sure enough, he is down on track. He's ready to rock and roll in his number 98 Ford F-150. But, Emmett, today, you're joining me up here in the booth, buddy, and what are your thoughts about, what we're expecting to see here on here in Texas?
Well, first of all, Mike, thanks for having me. It's an honor to work with you. Thanks everybody at Racers Elite on the Racers Elite Network for having me. Yeah, I mean, it's Texas, It's going to be and like you said, this is the new Texas where we have the progressive banking. This is going to be the flatter Texas with not a steep banking. So there's going to be a lot of great racing. I remember watching this track as a kid. And just like I was joking with you, I actually live about 2 hours from this track. So you can say it's in my backyard.
Yeah, I absolutely love this track. Disappointed that they did reconfigure it just a little bit, but you know what? It still gives off amazing racing as we currently take a look here at that number 12 machine of Brandon Sanfilippo rocketing around this speedway. He's already put in his qualifying laps, so right now he is just turning laps just to turn laps at the moment. So currently it looks like he might have had some issues though in his qualifying run because I don't see a time for the moment.
Yeah, I see a lot of names. I remember, Mike, when I used to do the Racers Elite Series with my good buddy Alan Bergen. And then I see a lot of new names on here as well.
Yeah, definitely going to see a lot of new names here, especially drivers such as that 29 machine of Judson Curtis. He's definitely one of our newest drivers out here. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to switch over to our grid. These drivers are now going to start to line up down on, I believe it's the front straightaway. Let's go ahead and go take a look and see where these guys are hanging out on track at the moment. Yeah, right there on the front straightaway. And we're going to go ahead and start with your starting lineup for your race for 105 laps around Texas Motor Speedway. If I can get my windows to work with me correctly. Wham, bam, and now let's go ahead and take a look at those starting lineup. Starting on the pole, driver in that number 53 machine, aka the 11, Joe Bonner. And to his outside, it's going to be that number 33 of Alan Wild. Inside of row number 2, you got Philip Archibald in that number 99 Toyota. He's looking like a brand new paint scheme out here. And to his outside, that 29 of Judson Curtis. Chris Gotzel in that 707 machine is going to be on the inside of row number 3. To his outside, it's going to be that Raptor Ford of Frank Chavez. On the inside of row number 4, Sam Lubers in that Jurassic Park number 16 machine. He'll be joined by Dylan Sager in that number 3. On the inside of row number 5, you got that number 12 machine of Brandon Sanfilippo. To his outside, the Road Ranger himself, the 98 of Andrew Teft. Row 6, Brandon Zimmerman in that Oats Overnight number 65. He's going to be joined by that fourth wall driver of the number 42, Jonathan Stidham. And rounding out your field today, it's going to be that Cobalt driver of that number 6 machine, Brett Bray. He's going to round out your field here today, as these trucks are now rolling away from their sitting points down the back straightaway. And I don't know about you, but I am ready for some amazing racing.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Mike. And we're going to get to see some great racing. Glad to see Joe Bonner. Joe was in another league that I called, so it's really good to see him up there. And fun fact that LNG power washing is actually the initials of his 2 kids.
That I did not know, actually. But Joe Bonner, Alan Wild's going to bring the field to the green flag. Now, we are green flag here at Texas for 105 laps for the Racers Elite Tuesday Night Truck Series. Again, this is just an exhibition race, but they are heading down here into turns number 1 and 2. And you can already see the bumps taking effect to these race trucks, as we have a couple of them get into the wall on the outside. They're out of turn number 2. And now they're going to climb up here into 3 and 4, still side by side for that 707 machine. Chris Gotzel, and to his outside, Alan Wild in the 33. But Joe Bonner, he's going to lead the first lap here at Texas.
Yeah, Joe Bonner doing a great job. And I'm going to have to try to fix my mic because I guess the fans can't hear me on the broadcast, Mike.
All right, not a problem. Yeah, you guys give me that feedback. Give me all that feedback, because I want to make sure that you guys can hear everything. So let me go ahead and pull up the stream on my end. We cannot hear Emmett. Okay. Emmett, go ahead and give me a quick holler.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Mic check, 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 check. Mic check, mic check.
All right, if anything, I will need to make a couple adjustments, which is absolutely fine. But right now, Joe Bonner, he's trying to hold off Philip Archibald in that 99 machine. But Archibald, he's making a strong run around that outside right now for the race lead.
Yeah, and we just got word, my good buddy Mr. Alan Bergen just said much better, so we're all good to go, Joe. Mike, sorry.
You know what? You call me Joe one more. I'm kidding. Joe Bonner, he is out there having a great time. Look, I like to have fun. I like to make people laugh. And let me tell you what, these drivers out here are absolutely putting it all on the line right now as we head up here into turns 1 and 2. And here comes that 29 of Judson Curtis getting a good run down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Judson Curtis going to go right alongside with the 99 And he's going to use that bottom line, Mike. That's the thing about this old Texas. The bottom line is usually the fast line.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you could definitely run that inside line. But to save tires, which is a very important here for these drivers, they don't want to make it so that it eats up their tires real quick. So they really got to be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to eat up your tires, especially with this old layout. You know, we saw back in, what was it, 220? Well, that was before that was after the repavement. But we saw that horrendous cup race where it seemed like if you led 30 laps, you were blowing a tire and hit the wall. So that was a tough break for Goodyear, but looking good right now with these guys. And, yeah, definitely manage your tires for sure.
Yeah, trying to manage tires is definitely the name of the game here at Texas. Old Texas, I should say. As we take a look at Brandon Sanfilippo trying to make his way around the outside of Chris Gottsel. Oh, the 12 machine hard into the outside wall.
Yeah, hard into the wall is Sanfilippo. And I tell you, we see this Jurassic Park truck. They might have to tech it because last time we had a T-Rex on a car, it got banned.
Yeah, taking a look here at Brandon Sanfilippo's steering wheel here on board. Yeah, he's definitely now struggling with all that damage as he gets back into the wall on the exit of turn number 4.
Yeah, definitely struggling is Sanfilippo, and glad to see Sanfilippo out here. Like I said, back when I did a few Racer Elite races, I remember Brandon Sanfilippo and some of these other guys like, the head honcho, Mr. Andrew Taft. And these guys they're putting on a good show today, Mike, for sure. Can't wait for the season to get started.
Yeah, absolutely, as these drivers are beginning lap number 10 of today's race. Right now, Joe Bonner, he is currently out front for LJG. Well, I think I actually need to get that updated because I think it's a different race name now, but LNG Racing. But he's got the newcomer of Judson Curtis all over his back bumper in that number 29 machine.
Yeah, I got it. The 29 of Curtis all over the back of Joe Bonner. And Judson Curtis, like you said, a newcomer to the series. How big would it be? And for it to be his home track here at Texas, that old Texan, he wants to win here for sure, Mike.
Absolutely, Jose. We are no, I'm kidding.
You're good. You work with so many people in this broadcast, and you get kind of you get confused a little bit.
You really do, like, right as we're coming into introductions, I have to open up Discord and go, okay, who am I looking? Okay, that's right.
I know, right?
It's Emmett today. Okay, we're good. And then as the broadcast goes on, without saying the name for a long time, I'll have to bring it back up just to make sure I'm saying the correct name again.
I know, right? That's why I have to get pop it out because you're in full screen when you're doing the race, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh dang, let me look and see. Mike, yeah, that's right.
Well, lucky for me, I do have 3 screens to work with, so there.
That's why you're the producer.
Absolutely, but right now that 29 of Judson Curtis, he is still all over the back bumper of that number 11 machine of Joe Bonner. Yes, I know it shows 53, but it's the 11. We're letting it slide today because it's not a points race. Get it fixed, Bonner. No. Yeah, he said he forgot to re-update his correct scheme for today, and he gave me a heads up that I was going to be the 53 instead of 11, which is all right. But as you guys see here, Judson Curtis, he'll overtake Joe Bonner for the race lead here on lap number 15. And let's go ahead and fall back through the field just a little bit to Brandon Sanfilippo, who is currently running side by side with Dylan Seeger. Sanfilippo, he's still struggling after making that big contact with the outside wall uh, just about 10 laps ago. So I'm surprised to see that Brandon is still able to hold on to that race truck. But he may want to think about coming in soon to get that quick repair done.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Seeger running that Bass Pro Shop Cabela's scheme is there's actually a Cabela's not too far from the racetrack. It's actually on Dale Earnhardt Drive, so not too far. So that's kind of a cool thing. I wonder if he knew that, and that's why he ran that, or maybe just a coincidence.
Yeah, it could definitely be a coincidence for sure, but you never know.
Tell you one thing also, Mike, just telling you some more facts. There's actually a Buc-ee's and an In-N-Out just right across the street from the Speedway.
Awesome. Yeah, we finally got a Buc-ee's up in Daytona about 3 years ago. And I'm overdue to go back to get another barbecue sandwich, as we have a battle here for that third spot brewing. Philip Archibald trying to hold off that 33 machine of Alan Wild. As Wild, he takes the inside lane. And Archibald, he takes that Kyle Larson line up top.
Yeah, rim riding for sure, as Archibald from Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan. So the Canadian in the field showing these Americans how to do it for sure.
Yeah, Philip Archibald, he has absolutely grew the last 2 seasons here in the Truck Series. He has, just as the seasons went on, he's gotten better and better and better. And now he's usually...
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yep, up into the wall there. As we're talking good about... Oh, no, hard into the wall that time. And he's broke. He's just absolutely broke.
Yeah, he might be bringing it in because now he's starting to fade and fall off the pace. So, well, he's going to stay out there. So maybe not too bad of damage on that 99 machine. Beautiful looking scheme, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely good looking scheme.
You know, the crazy thing is, Mike, when they stopped doing the paint and they went to, just the wraps and everything. I like the wraps, but I just miss like a paint scheme, where it's actual paint.
Right, yeah. Jumping back up here to Sam Lubers in that Jurassic Park number 16. Oh! Big sideways for both Lubers and Alan Wild. And that's going to allow Andrew Teff to start making his way on the outside of Alan Wild for that 4th spot. He will get him cleared. And now he's got his eyes set on Sam Lubers. So don't expect Andrew Teff to wait very long before he attacks that number 16 machine.
Yeah, Andrew Teff coming up, but Lubers, from the show me state of Missouri, I think he's telling these boys, show me the money, because he wants to get up to the front, but just currently riding in P3, and I mean, these guys have broken away. They got a 3.2 second over Lubers, Teff, Wild, and so forth. And these top 2 have just broken away from the field, Mike.
Yeah, these 2 up front have absolutely done just that. Curtis has actually opened up a 0.7 second lead over Joe Bonner in that 2nd spot. And then back from Bonner to Lubers, you're looking at 2.7 seconds back. So these guys up front, they are either just going for it, or they're really saving their tires and making it work this entire run. But we're going to jump back here to the action behind, as You see Chris Gotzel in that that 707 machine getting on the inside of that 33 of Alan Wild now, trying to make a pass. Not able to complete it that time, so he'll gonna reset and try it again.
Yeah, just try to get alongside to get enough of a side draft to get past Wild is Gotzel in that 707. Is that the British flag, I believe?
Yes, Chris Gotzel. He is out of Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Yep, Nottingham, UK. So we actually got a Canadian. We got the Australian Philip Archibald, and we also have. Is it an Australian driver?
I have. Let me do some research. I'm looking where Nottingham is.
Yep. As you see that 707 machine getting loose on the inside of that 33 of Alan Wild as they head back down the back straightaway into turn number 3, still side by side for that 5th spot. Chris Gotzel has almost completed the pass, but Wild, he just gets a good run there on exit as they almost make contact here on the front straightaway heading into turn number 1 now. As Andrew Teft, he is making a run on Sam Lubers now for that 3rd spot. I'm going to jump up here real quick to Andrew Teft. He's going to fully complete the pass here on Sam Lubers as you got the battle behind them still brewing. Chris Gotzel finally able to clear Alan Wild in that 33 machine as they make their way back down the front straightaway. And now everybody's going to hang out here, single file for the time being.
Yeah, Mike, I just want to confirm that Nottingham is in the UK.
Yep.
So we have a Canadian and a UKian. I don't know what you call them. British? Yeah, British. There we go.
British. Yep.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah. Yeah. I try to avoid those kind of comments.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you what. I have some really cool friends over in the UK, and they are freaking like amazing people over there.
Oh, definitely.
All right, but right now it's all in the hands of Judson Curtis out of Bryan, Texas. He did start back in that 5th spot, I believe. 4th spot, my bad. I can't math today, apparently. But he started 4th and currently leading the field. He has led a total of 16 laps. Make that 17 laps now. And I believe we should be coming up here on our first pit stops. And as I say that, Brandon Zimmerman in that number 65 machine, he's heading down pit road now.
Yeah, Brandon Zimmerman coming in, but just want to add, I'm sure Judson Curtis, you could hear that fan base all the way up here. Only his hometown's only 190 miles away from the speedway, so I'm sure he has lots of friends and family up in the stands packing it out.
Yeah, absolutely. As we take a look here at different views of this track.
Have you ever been to Texas Motor Speedway, Mike?
I have not, unfortunately.
Well, I'll say this. Big Haas is as big as they say. Even when you drive past it, like you're going to Fort Worth, when you drive past the track, you can see, and it's really cool when the race is going on, because during race week, you could look up there and you could see Big Haas, and you could actually see the race going on. But a cool thing that they do during the day when they're in your neck of the woods at the World Center of Racing, they host a watch party, and you could for free. You could come watch, as it looks like Archibald had some trouble right there.
Yeah, he missed the pits
Oh,
for a brief second. Oh, that was scary.
yeah.
Anyway, as you were
But
saying,
they host a watch party, and you can come to the track. It's totally free, and you can watch the Daytona 500 on Big Hoss. It's pretty neat.
nice.
I've never got to do it. I was going to do it at one point. Me and my wife were going to go down there, and something came up. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And of course, they got with No Limit Texas, longtime track promoter who passed away recently, Mr. Eddie Gossage. He just did so much for this track, and you know with the speedway. A cool thing that I was doing a race at Boyd Raceway, little dirt track outside of Fort Worth, and I was talking to one of the chaplain that did the prayer, and he said that Eddie came into their tent one time, and he asked them who wants a membership to the Speedway Club, and everybody raised their hand, and they got a lifetime membership to the Speedway Club.
Nice.
But yeah, sad to hear that about Eddie Gossage. He was such a big legend. I mean, what he did, it's like what Humpy Wheeler did at Charlotte.
Yep, yep.
Eddie did the same thing here at Texas, and just wanted to throw that out there because it's always an honor to mention Eddie Gossage for sure.
Yeah, and talk about Charlotte Motor Speedway. This week in the NASCAR iRacing series, we're going to be running the Coke 600. So if there's anybody out there watching that's going to plan on running it, we wish you a load of luck. Have fun.
You're going to need it.
And I'm going to tell you the secret to make it to the end of the race. So make sure you come here, put your ear up to your speaker so you can hear me, all right? Protect the car. That's the secret to get to the end. Protect the car.
Well, and it's, 400 laps, 600 miles, such a long race. But yeah, just like you were saying, just protect the car, and you get in with these mile and a halves. We don't have that many laps usually. I think there's only like 267, and so you start thinking, no, there's 334, excuse me. So you start thinking about pushing your car, knowing that you don't have but only 300 laps. Oh, as Joe Bonners jumps over his pit. But you start realizing, okay, this is a long race. This is 600 miles for 400 laps. I got to maintain my stuff. And like you said, you got to, as long as you survive in advance, that's all that matters, to be there at the end. Then you can start racing, for sure.
Exactly. The true race doesn't start until lap 350.
Yeah.
All right, so Chris Gottsel in that 707 machine, he took over the race lead momentarily, but he's down here in pits as well, along with Sam Lubers and Andrew Teft. And that is going to bring everybody around for their pit stops. And the 65 of Brandon Zimmerman in that Oates Overnight Moza Ford F-150. He's going to take over the top spot.
Yeah, and what a call by Zimmerman. Of course, it's going to hurt him in the long run, but what a call to come in and, get that track position and be able to be out front here and lead some laps. Great call by Brandon Zimmerman.
Yeah, absolutely. He was the first car to come down pit road, so he was able to use those couple extra fresh lap tires there to really move himself forward. So, like you said, very good call. And right now, it seems like it's going to be working out for him, as Judson Curtis in that 29 machine, he is just about 1 second back.
Just about 1 second back, and Justin Curtis wants to get back up here and lead here at Texas.
Yeah.
And then, Joe Bonner's 5 seconds back from these two, so it'll be interesting for sure.
Absolutely, as this battle here for the race lead is about to get intense, as Judson Curtis in that 29 machine, he's got 8-lap fresher tires over that 65 of Zimmerman, and we're about to see what that difference really looks like. As you see Zimmerman just go up top, and he's not even going to try to fight Judson because he knows that he's got the fresh tires. And right now, that second place is better than being backwards up against the wall.
That's exactly right, and I think Zimmerman's making the right call to let Judson go by him and just save those tires because, like you said, Judson's got the fresher tires, and just keep it right there and just don't force it or anything. So let me ask you this, Mike.
Yep.
Are you going to be spectating the greatest day in motorsports? Are you going to do the triple or are you going to do the double?
Am I going to do the triple?
Yeah, because,
Monaco,
starts,
right?
Yep, starts the morning off with Monaco.
Yeah, normally I don't catch the Formula One race at Monaco.
Yeah.
Because I don't really follow it much.
I was about to say, I'm not much of an F1 guy, but the sad thing is, and I hate to say it, but F1 is past NASCAR, which is unbelievable. Like, would you agree?
I love NASCAR, so I'm going to disagree.
I love NASCAR too,
but don't see, that's one of the toughest things, about like TV ratings and everything. NASCAR isn't for everybody.
Right.
Formula One isn't for everybody. IndyCar isn't for everybody. Drag racing isn't for everybody. So it's all about, as you see Seeger get really tight there on the exit of turn 2. But it's all about who is answering the question, I would say.
Right.
Does Formula One have a bigger following? I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And let me ask you this take, because this has been the hot question of the week. What did you think about Sunday?
I'm assuming, are you talking about the All-Star race?
Yes.
It was different. It brought a different feel to, the All-Star race. The track choice, but at the same time, they did put on a really good show. But what I would absolutely love to see is NASCAR bring the All-Star race to different short tracks around the country.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
For example, I got New Smyrna Speedway about not even 15 minutes down the road from me.
Oh, yes.
Okay. They're a NASCAR home track. Why can't we run, 200 laps there? Why can't we run let's go to oh, I don't know, Thompson or Stafford, you
Or
know,
Hickory.
or
You know,
Hickory.
something.
Yeah, Hickory would be a great one, you know. But why do we have to stick to these big NASCAR tracks? You're talking about, the best of the best in NASCAR. Well, let's go test them on their best of the best. Let's throw in a road course one year where Shane and uh, uh, Zillich both have to start one lap down
Mm-hmm.
just to make it fair,
Right.
you know. But
You say about road courses. Let me get your opinion on what do you think about uh, when we go to San Diego?
I'm not a big fan of seeing these cars on street courses.
Yes.
You know, pack them up, let them go rip it around Laguna Seca. Let them go, whip it around, you know, one another, different road course up there or over there in California.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the current Cup cars are not meant to go on tight corners like the city streets.
I totally agree. And have you seen the layout for that track, by the way?
Yeah,
I'm like, good lord.
I think we're gonna see the same result as we did with the Chicago Street Course,
Oh, I totally agree.
which
I to
which I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that they're possibly talking about bringing it back next year.
oh gosh. Why? Why?
We don't need more road courses, NASCAR. Let's stay at Chicagoland.
Yes.
Philip
I
Archibald, that number 99, he's down on pit road here once again. I believe he's looking at it for his final time as he's getting left side tires now, and he's going to roll away.
yeah, coming out and as we see Joe Bonner out here running in P2. I mean, Judson Curtis is just taking him behind the woodshed today, Mike. I mean, this dude, he was ready to go today, and you could see it right there. Good lord, he shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, this kid is doing something right. Okay, I don't even know if he's a kid, but this dude is doing something right. And let me tell you what, Judson Curtis, he's kicking butt in that number 29 machine.
Definitely kicking butt and taking names. And what does that say? Driver. Is it driver?
Driveway. Oh, give me a second. I know how to fix this issue.
There we go. Driveway matinee podcast? Huh.
Hang on. Let's go get a better look at it real quick. Whee! Oh, let's go up a little bit. Yep. Driveway Matinee Podcast.
Huh.
Let me go get that away because when I change cameras, it won't work out very well. But here comes Judson Curtis now. He has led 40 of 60 laps. So he's been out front for majority of this race. And, I mean, as of right now, he's opened up a 4-second gap, or 4.5-second gap to Joe Bonner. And Bonner, he has a 3.5-second gap, almost 4-second gap now over Andrew Teft. So your top three are pretty much spread out across the entire track.
Yeah, and just a cool thing. If it's the kid in the picture that's in that car, oh my gosh, he is a kid.
Yeah,
Uh, Mike, you were right. But I think it's the guy with the long hair. I mean, who knows though? It is iRacing.
heck yeah, absolutely. And I know a lot of drivers. I've been on this service for okay. Put your seatbelts on for 16 years. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I've raced against so many kids, and I've
Yeah,
only had issues with maybe three of them.
I need to run in those lobbies because I I've had issues multiple times. And not say anything, but it always seems like it's like the international drivers that try to drive on an oval.
Yeah,
But these international drivers are doing a great job. But I mean, yeah, Judson Curtis. Oh my gosh.
man, if he's going to be coming out, for the Truck Series next season, I think these drivers have got to be keeping their eye on this number 29 machine. Because if he's putting down, these kind of races every single week, we already know you don't need to win many of these things to take home the championship.
That's exactly right. And I mean, what a better way to kick off the season next week than going to Indianapolis. It's going to be wild.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I wish NASCAR would take a look at these iRaces because they used iRacing to show Echo Park, aka
Yep.
Atlanta. They need to take a look and see how these trucks run around the Brickyard because that is the wildest race you'll ever see. And I wish we could get it. I love IRP. I love that we still go to IRP, but I'd like to try it one time. Just put them on the Brickyard and see what happens.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something if the NASCAR trucks ran at Indy?
And what a moment that we have Indy back. It's the Brickyard, not this road course. What was it? Last year was the first one back.
Yes.
Yeah, and uh, that was an interesting race. Not a Bubba Wallace fan, but I mean, he won Indy, so can't say anything.
That is true.
Let me ask you this: do you think Larson pulls off the double?
Well, yeah, I don't think he's doing the double this year.
I thought he. Oh, that's right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
the only one that I know that's doing the double is Catherine Legg.
Yes, that's right.
I don't feel she's going to pull it off because I mean, if she did, it would be absolutely amazing, and she'd be my new hero. But my goal for her is to complete the full 1,100 miles. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Yes.
However, she is starting 27th in the field, and that's a long way towards the front. So depending on where she qualifies for the 600, might determine, which way I go.
Zimmerman makes his second. His is this his second pit stop or third?
Second.
Second. Okay.
Yep, Jonathan Stidham, he's ready to come down for his second stop, and he's just showcasing right here, the difference in times versus tires.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he pitted back on lap 37 with the rest of these guys, so I wonder why. Huh? I don't know. But I mean, regardless, he's out here turning laps, but he will need to come down pit road with everybody else very soon.
Yeah, and I'm not jinxing it, but this is wild that we've ran flag to flag.
My dude, you're in for an absolute treat. Last season in the truck series alone, we ran I'm trying to do the math in my head. I'm trying to remember how much I said last week. I want to say it was like 27 cautions total last season, I think.
I was about to say, I remember I did a Talladega race with Alan, and I think we went flag to flag. There might have been one caution, and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, that is amazing right there. Going flag to flag at Talladega.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, over in last Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was it Tuesday? Yeah, it was either Tuesday or Friday. They went flag to flag. As you see, Jonathan Stidham in that 42 machine giving up his spot and coming down pit road.
Now it's just all about when we'll see Judson Curtis come in for his stop. Because now we're seeing these trucks that were on the same strategy as he was come in. So when do you think he's coming in, Mike?
I would say probably here within the next like 2, maybe 4 laps. 2 to 4 laps, probably.
I mean, there's what, 31 to go?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have my... Yeah, I don't have my pit stint calculator on me. But I can tell you that Judson Curtis last pitted back on lap 38. As we have 30 laps to go now. So he is quickly coming up on that final pit stop that he will need to make.
Well, I mean, he can back it into corners too, because he's got a 9-second lead over Andrew Teft, and 32 seconds back to Sam Flippo. Oh, here he comes.
Yep, Judson Curtis, your race leader, now down on pit road for the final time, and whoops, wrong camera. And I want to give a shout out to all of these guys because they've all hit pit road with no black flags for speeding on pits.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with that.
Good pit stop there. That's going to hand the race lead over to Andrew Teft for the moment. But Andrew Teft, he still needs to come down pit road for his final pit stop as well. And he's going to be the last one that does need to pit.
Yeah, Andrew Taft from Rhode Island. Now he'll back it down and Bring her in. Woo! He had to lock it up just a hair, but gets her down to speed.
Last truck in for this round of pit cycles. Andrew Teft out front, coming down pit road now. And that's going to hand the race lead back over to Judson Curtis in that number 29 machine.
Yeah, and you look at the difference. I mean, Curtis is going to have a 3-second lead over Lubers.
Yeah.
So, man, this dude is just checking all the boxes. I mean, the right strategy and just keeping it clean. I mean, he's just, wow, what a show. And I just wanted to correct myself. I guess you'd call technically Coda his home track since it's in Austin, but I mean, oval-wise, yeah, TMS, like I said, he only lives 190 miles away from here, so I think this would be technically his home track. Would you agree? Even though Coda is in Austin, and Austin's closer than Fort Worth is to him.
Yeah, oval. This could definitely be his oval home track, but but technically I got 2 NASCAR home tracks by me. New Smyrna and Daytona, but New Smyrna is a lot closer. Daytona is maybe an extra 5-10 minutes, depending on which way you go out there.
Did you go out to the speed weeks?
No.
See, that's what I was talking to my buddy who I call some races with, Mr. Wesley Outland, and he lives in North Carolina, and he does announcing for a living, and that's all. He does some dirt. He does half dirt, half asphalt. And I was telling him, I was like, I wish I had some asphalt. I love dirt racing, don't get me wrong, but I'd love to go to a local short track and watch some late model stocks or some late models or even the Cars Tour or something, little asphalt racing, because you watch it on TV and you're like, oh man, I wonder how that is in person, because dirt racing in person is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, and as cheesy as this is going to sound, if you go out to a dirt track, you got to go when the sprint cars are there. They're fast. They are loud. You can't hear a freaking thing once the green flag drops. And those guys always put on one heck of a show.
See, we get some good. Of course, we've got 305s and 360s, but I mean the 410s come, with the World of Outlaws. They come a few times. But I tell you, the best shows. We used to have the track out here at Wichita Falls, and I used to be the track announcer out there. The best shows were the modifieds, dude. I mean, especially they call them sport mods or limited mods, but
right.
Oh my gosh, great races for sure. I'll have to send you a clip of I call it my best call. I used it on my resume when I'm looking for jobs. But yeah, it was an interesting call for sure. But I'll have to send you that clip when we get off here.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely going to look forward to seeing that. 20 laps to go, 19 to go this time by Judson Curtis out front of that number 29 machine. Right now, the reason why I haven't really jumped around is everybody is more than 1 second separated from each other, so there's really no action going on track at the moment. So that's why we're sitting here with our current leader, Judson Curtis. And I just looked up some statistics on Racer Hub, or Sim Racing Hub. Yeah, Sim Racers Hub. And I looked in, typed in Judson Curtis. He doesn't show up in our logs on Sim Racer Hub. So this, I believe, is Judson's first run with us here in Racers Elite.
Wow. What a way to start, get your name out there. Can't wait to see what he does at Indianapolis next week for the season opener.
Uh,
Isn't it next week? I think it's next week, isn't it?
yeah, KJ. So JUD, JUS. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's not popping up here at all. As far as I see. Let me double check the main page here. There's been many drivers throughout the entire years here. Oh, Judson Curtis found him. Let's see what's on his resume here with Racers Elite. He's got 10 races under his belt. He's got an average start of 4.2 with 3 poles. And he has 2 wins, so he's got a 20% win streak and an 80% top 10 streak. So, yeah, so Judson Curtis, he's fast, and he's proven it again here today as he is sitting 6.5 seconds out in front of Sam Lubers in that number 16 machine.
Yeah, and just looking at the schedule, Mike, I mean, next week we're at Indianapolis, and then we're heading to your neck of the woods at Daytona International Speedway.
Yep.
100% fuel.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's going to be awesome. I mean, come on, NASCAR. Don't run a half throttle 500. I mean, oh man. Then Charlotte, IRP, Chicago, Gateway, Talladega, North Wilkesboro is the cutoff, and then Milwaukee is where the chase begins. Phoenix, Auto Club, which is going to be amazing. I love Auto Club. RIP Auto Club.
Yep.
And then ended it at Chicagoland. So a real diversity of tracks.
Yep.
For sure. Love that schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you're starting off at one of the most unique courses on the schedule. The, rectangle of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And we're going to end the season at an egg shape of Chicagoland. At that track, you're constantly turning. It's maybe only a couple degrees, but you're always turning at that track.
Well, and the thing is, you look at Chicagoland, you look at Kansas, and even Kentucky. Back when we used to run at Kentucky, they're all those cookie cutter shaped tracks. But yeah, like you said, I mean, every track, even though the layout is the same, they have different characteristics for sure, and it's man. I can't wait for the Cup car because we see what they do at Kansas. And I think Chicagoland is going to be an exciting race when the next gen. It'd be the first next gen race at Chicagoland, which is unbelievable.
Yep. And sorry to cut you off here, but we just had a pass here for 5th place. Chris Gotzel in that 707 machine finally got around Brandon Zimmerman. Zimmerman, he is still struggling after pitting almost 10 laps earlier than everybody else. So he's still trying to hold strong back in that 6th position. But Zimmerman, he is slowly fading towards the back further and further as we go. So the next driver that he is going to be watching for is that number 12 of Brandon Sanfilippo, who is currently just roughly 12 seconds back.
Yeah, 12 seconds back, but man, Chris Gutzel doing a great job running up here in P5. Started in P5, gets back where he started, but I
Hey,
mean,
I call that a win.
yeah, that's a win for sure. When you get back where you started, especially when you are starting. Of course, I mean Chris Gotzel's not starting out, but like when you're starting out, you have goals, and that's one of your goals. Unfortunately, it looks like Mr. Joseph Bonner has taken it behind the wall.
Yep, Joseph Bonner in that number 11 machine. He did pack it up for the evening, back on lap number 69. So he's
Wow.
not able to complete the race here today. But these drivers now. Oh, Dylan Seeger gets into the outside wall there as he's trying to track down Frank Chavez of that 23 machine. And because of that hitting the wall right there, that's going to slow him down just a little bit and cost him a lot of time on Frank Chavez.
Yeah, gonna cost him a lot of time, and the bad thing is, if we were to get a caution, unless the field pits, he wouldn't get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, I mean that's still a possibility for a caution. I mean,
I'm not saying nothing.
we may only have 6 laps left, but hey, I've seen stranger things before.
Scott Lubers may throw a water ball out there or something.
I just want to give a shout
Sam
out.
Lubers, excuse me.
I just want to give a shout out to the number 16 machine here of Sam Lubers. This is a long time coming for him. I know he's been wicked fast in the past and he's been getting caught up in other people's stuff. But here he is now, currently second, just pretty much 4 laps shy from getting second place here in Racers Elite. So, big shout out to Sam. Congratulations on what an incredible run. If for some odd reason you don't make it to the end, knock on wood. Knocking on wood. You
Always
had
lose.
a very awesome day. And Sam Lubers loses it in turn number 3.
I never believed in the broadcaster curse until it happened to me. I was doing this race, right? And this guy passed the leader. The leader was running out of fuel. And this guy passed him. I was like, oh, he's got it now. Took the white flag, ran out down the backstretch. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yep. Alrighty, out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, Judson Curtis. 3 laps to go here today at the old Texas Motor Speedway. As he dives back down into turns number 1 and 2, utilizing that apron just a little bit. And on the exit, he does have a couple cars that are a lap down in front of him. I believe that's San Filippo and Zimmerman there directly in front of him as they're trying to survive to stay on the lead lap. And out of turn number 4, Judson Curtis, he's going to see the popsicle sticks as he heads back down here into turns 1 and 2. And now he's just got 3 more corners to go for this race win to be his.
Well, the interesting thing is, I wanted to make a note. He's running that bottom line all through the track, not really diving in the corner. I mean, drifts up just a hair, but really on the bottom the whole time.
Yeah, definitely really good management there. Ladies and gentlemen, Judson Curtis in that 29 machine, he gets the white flag. No matter what happens now, the next flag will be the checkered flag. Judson Curtis starting from that 4th spot. He has led the majority of the laps here today. And out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, driver of that number 29 machine, Judson Curtis, he will take home the race win. Followed by that number 16 of Sam Lubers out of Farmington, Missouri. He'll bring it home second. And third place will go to that Hope Valley, Rhode Island driver of that Road Ranger number 98, Andrew Teft, will round out your top three. Of coming home fourth, it's going to be Chris Gotzel in that 707 machine. And then Alan Wilder, that 33 machine. I think he possibly ran out of fuel there as he limps past the start finish line. And then Brandon Sanfilippo, he will bring it home sixth. Brandon Zimmerman, he will bring it home seventh here today. As we are going to get ready here, ladies and gentlemen, to talk with our top three as they are getting themselves up and ready for us. Just trying to find the better camera here. This here looks like it's going to be it. But ladies and gentlemen, your race winner driver, that number 29 machine, Judson Curtis, he's going to try to burn it down here on the front straightaway. Hopefully he doesn't blow anything. And while he is doing that, let's go ahead and take a look here at your finishing order. Emmett, you want to go ahead and run down our finishing order for today?
Yes, sir. So Judson Curtis is going to get the win. Sam Lubers is going to finish in second. Third's going to be Andrew Teth. Fourth's going to be Chris Gotzel. Fifth, Alan Wild. Sixth, Brendan Sanfilippo. Seventh, Brandon Zimmerman. Eighth, John Stidham. Ninth, Frank Chavez. 10th, Dylan Seeger. 11th, Philip Archibald. 12th, Joe Bonner. And 13th, Brett Bay.
Yeah, Brett Bray, he had some electrical issues underneath the hood of his machine. His crew was unable to get it started down on pit road, so he had to load it up early here today. And now let's go ahead and take a look and see if our race podium drivers are ready for interviews. I see 1, I see 2, I see 3. Let's go ahead and start with your third place driver here today. Driver that number 98 Ford F-150. It's going to be Andrew Teft, the Road Ranger. Andrew, welcome back to the trucks. How was it out there today? I know you spent the last 2 seasons with me up here in the booth, and I'm sure you got excited to be back down on track.
Yeah, nice to get my feet wet again before next week when the points start to count. I just thought it would be a little slicker out there, being daytime and all, but super tight. Just the whole run, burning off my right front, and I was just putting way too much wheel into it. Kind of turning the wheel past where it actually turned the car more, and yeah, just couldn't really find a different line to adjust to be able to not do that. Really, I think I might have had the wrong ratio. Guessing it was probably set to a 12-1 for default, and I usually like a 10, but yeah, I had nothing for Judson. He was super fast, and I think I got like half lapped, but tried to do something different because I knew I probably had nothing for him about halfway through, and I figured I'd take 2 tires at the end, and even doing that, he still made time on me in that pit cycle, so just really fast, really fast.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks like you're going to have a great season ahead of you. Emmett, before we let Andrew go today, buddy, is there anything that you would like to ask Andrew?
First off, I want to thank Andrew for hitting me up and letting me come be a part of this again. It's been a pleasure, but how do you build on this momentum heading into Indy next week?
First of all, it's not going to be hard to beat me in the booth. I'm sure you already did. So, welcome, and yeah, Indy. Ooh, it's been forever since I ran a truck there. we just had a Gen 4 race recently, and that was also very tight, like today. But I kind of vaguely remember it being just difficult to get a run and pass down the straights. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely got to qualify well there. It's, with it being tough to pass, and don't typically see a lot of yellows there either. So just interesting track to kind of start off the season with, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And Andrew, is there, before we let you go today, buddy, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, thanks to you guys for helping out in the booth and stepping up this season, Emmett. And I might be working with Mike on Fridays this season. I'm not sure if we have anybody yet, so might wind up doing that. Wind up in the booth on a different night. So, but I want to thank our servicemen and women, friends, family, team, Chantel and Race Control, Kensley for doing a lot of my paints. Not this one tonight. I'm not sure who made this one. It was just on mine, but. And then if you're interested in checking us out, just head on over to racerselite.com. You can find our schedule standings, all our yards over there.
Absolutely. So everybody, make sure you guys go check out the website, racerselite.com. Andrew, congratulations on your third place finish here today, buddy, and we'll see you next week for the season opener over in Indy.
Thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the driver, that number 98 machine, Andrew Teft. Let's go ahead and bring up Sam Luber's driver of that number 16 Jurassic Park. Sam, it has been a long time coming for you. You're always up front, but then you're always getting into some other people's stuff out on track. But today, you were able to overcome all that, come home second. What was the track like out there for you today, and what did you have to do to bring home second?
Yeah, honestly, I don't race these trucks very often. Every time I come back to them, I can't slow myself down. I just cook it on the first run every time. I just try to drive them too hard instead of taking what they give. So that first run, I also qualified not great. I don't even remember how far back, and then I cooked it a little bit, passing people and trying to overdrive it. And it wasn't until the second two runs where I remembered, oh yeah, it's the trucks. You have to just take what it gives. So after that first pit stop, I got in a groove and was able to drive. And then Andrew just keeps letting me short pit him to get in front of him. Every race we do, it seems.
Yeah.
So Sam,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So Sam, I gotta ask you, man. So you bring her home Q2 tonight. How do you build on this going forward as we look ahead to the season opener?
I didn't actually make it into the truck season. I'm busy a lot of Tuesdays, so I'm not in there. But if he throws up a free race and I'm available, I'm usually joining.
Yeah.
But too bad I'm not in there, right? Like coming home second.
Yeah,
maybe I could
right?
cook some people.
Yeah. Sam, I believe you're usually with us. I think it's either Friday or Sunday. I can't remember.
I run the Sunday Cup, yeah. And then I did the SRX for a while when he was running that on Mondays.
Yeah, so that's usually when we see Sam on Sunday mornings. But congratulations, buddy, on your second place here. And is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go today?
Just you guys for casting, and Andrew for putting everything on, and this is always a good group. It's crazy how many times we have wall-to-wall green flag races in this group. It's nuts. Makes it a lot of fun.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more, and it just makes it a lot harder for us up here in the booth to find something to come talk about. But it always comes on a good show when it's green flag all the way.
When Curtis was cooking us, I wouldn't have minded a stage break to get us back up to him.
Well, I'll tell you, I told Mike, I said, we're talking about a caution. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Lucas throws a water bottle out of the car.
There was a lot of debris. I'm surprised we didn't get one.
Yeah, so how many water bottles are sitting outside your rig right now there, Sam?
tossed them all. I lost count around the track.
Sam, and congratulations, buddy, on your runner-up today here at Texas, and we will see you on Sunday.
Yep. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yes, sir. Well, actually, we're off on Sunday. I forgot. This is our off week. But let's go ahead and bring up the one, the only, Judson Curtis, driver of that number 29 Chevy. Judd, you come out here, you know, I think this is my first time actually seeing you out here. I'm like, who is this Curtis guy? Because he's out here kicking butt, and I look you up, and you have 11 starts now, and you're on a good ratio with wins. What does it feel like to get a win here today in Texas?
Feels good, man. This is kind of my home track, so anytime I can take a trophy home from Texas, we'll put it up in the trophy case. You know what I'm saying? Just want to thank Andrew for putting it on, man, and you know Mike and Emmett, all you guys up in the booth, make us sound better than what we are out there. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We love to do this up here, Johnson. Do you plan on running with us at all next season in the trucks?
Man, I'm always trying to pop in there and see what the schedules looks like. My time is always about off a couple hours there, so if I can figure something out on my end, I may try to pop in. But you know, that's kind of why I got in tonight. I had the week off and saw that you know, Andrew kind of posted this one up. Figured I'd, you know, put the gloves on and see what we could do.
Well, it's like me and Mike were having this debate where your home track would be, because I looked it up and I saw that you were near College Station, and I was like, well, technically it'd be Coda, but if you're talking about an oval, he's only 190 miles away from TMS, so it's
Yes, sir. Yeah. I don't really count Coda, man. That one ain't in my pocket, man.
Well, here's the thing. So I was telling Mike, see, I live about 2 hours to an hour and 45 minutes because I'm in Wichita Falls. So I was like, this is my home track, so I mean, it's about the same distance, so we're going to call this home track.
Oh yeah, this will always have a special place in the heart for me.
Yeah, definitely. And so, well, at this point, normally I would ask you, Judson, is there any shout-outs that you would like to give? But I believe you've already done your shout-outs. But is there anybody else you'd like to give a shout-out to?
Oh, of course, man. I got to thank everybody over there at Texas Cigar Rollers, JP over at Driveway Matinee, Kenny over at Hart Motorsports. I got to thank my wife for letting me, you know, do this when we get the time. You know, she's amazing, and props to her. I got a shout out to my kid too. My son, he made the robotics team, so I'm really stoked and proud of him. So, you know, shout out to the family.
Heck yeah! Sorry, I get excited about robotics.
Is that the first robotics or best?
Say again?
I said, is that first or best robotics?
Oh, this is his second year. I don't even know what he does. He tinkers with them things, and he's real good at it, and damn good driver. So I'm just real proud of him, man.
Yeah, they're real. Mike, if you've ever been to a competition, they're really interesting.
Yeah.
My little brother was on the team back in Oklahoma, and yeah, it's very interesting. It was a small school, about 300 kids in the whole school, and they went against these homeschools, and these homeschools are crazy. Like they got
everything.
Yeah, engineers. One guy worked on the stealth bomber, and
Yep.
the little school that could ended up making it to nationals. That was crazy for sure.
Yeah, them homeschool kids, they do not mess around when it comes to robots, man.
Especially the fans.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, they also have probably a little bit more resources than the kids at the school do.
Oh
so.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But, all right, Justin, we'll go ahead and let you go, buddy. Congratulations on your race win here at Texas. And we will see you the next time that you can come swing around Racers Elite.
I appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all so much, and y'all have a good night.
You as well. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, driver of that number 29 Chevy, Judson Curtis. Emmett, today we saw flag-to-flag racing. No caution in sight, and let me tell you what, that's exactly what Racer Elite has become this past couple of seasons, or this last season actually, all across the board. And like I said, earlier, I think last season we had, a total of maybe like 20 to 25 cautions in the truck series. So, spread that across 13 races. That's not a bad caution time right there. So averaging about 2 cautions a race. But Emmett, before we head out here today, buddy, is there anything that you would like to add?
Oh, like I said before, I'm just happy to be here. Gotta thank, everybody from Racers Elite. Gotta thank you, Mike, for letting me join you in the booth. And yeah, I'm ready to get to Indy. I'm booking the flight as we speak.
Absolutely. I'll be taking off sometime Monday morning to head up that way myself. But Emmett, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm so excited to have you on my side this season for the Tuesday Night Truck Series races right here on Racers Elite Network. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everybody here at Racers Elite, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to your Tuesday Night Truck Series. Next week, we are going to hit up the 2.5 mile rectangle of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We will start the next season there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mike Taylor up here in the booth alongside me, Emmett Crow. We will see you all next week at Indy. And always remember, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. And if it's not fun, you go make it fun. Until next time, you all have yourself an amazing